Coach, congratulations, guys. The program's second national championship appearance under Coach Purdy. First off, Coach, let's start with you. What are you feeling right now?
Just incredibly grateful to Adelphi, the athletic department, and the other coaches that have just lit up the phone, and so many alumni right now. There's so much joy I have that I could never explain the feeling I have to be taking this team back to a national championship.
I guess you have always had that feeling over the years of maybe always the bridesmaid, never the bride, but the opportunity to get here with the two gentlemen, one on your left and one on your right, and just this magical type of year this team has had.
Yeah, I mean, these two guys have just earned it. That's all I can say. I mean, we've had players go through before, but the amount of passion, dedication, commitment that these two have not just given, but expected from others and led our team is a true reason as to why we are going to a national championship.
Dennis?
I guess for Logan and for Dylan, coming into the season was competing for a national championship your guys' goal, your expectation?
Yeah. I would say, especially at a school like this, at Adelphi, with such an historic lacrosse program, it's one of those things that's kind of expected. I know it hasn't happened recently that we've gotten to the final dance, but every year going into it, it's the idea that it's like a championship or nothing. So to come to a school like this, it's the mindset from the top guy to the bottom guy that we're going to the championship every year.
I'll piggyback with what Dylan said. We knew right from the jump that we had the horses and everything we needed to get there, and it just was time in and sweat equity and the commitment from January till now that got us there. So one more game, and that's what we're worried about now.
You've played, I guess for Gordon, you've played this team 3 times in less than a month. All 3 games were here. Did playing here, how much of a factor was that, playing them here?
I think earning the 1 seed was truly a great help for us. I mean, everything got to be done at home, sleep in our beds, wake up, and it's been just really a process of just being ready. And I think playing at home gave us the opportunity just to be that little bit more prepared and that little bit more to be ready. That said, I know we're on the road. I know we're playing Lenore Ryan, and I know that we've had a chance to play them before. I think we've played the toughest schedule in Division II, especially in the North, and I haven't played them and held them to 7 in the past, and without a few guys that game, I think that, we now know and we're going to be prepared as we can be for Sunday.
Logan, you guys jumped out really quick to a lead. Is that something that you guys had focused on coming into the game?
Yeah, obviously we wanted a fast start because we're well aware of our insecurities at the X, and Kyle Stark did a great job for us. So our focus offensively is to just get as good possessions as we can and to handle the ball and to put it in the back of the net. So yeah, we wanted a fast start, and we honestly wanted to go fast all game. And we let up a little bit, but that's something we're going to get working for next week.
And I guess to that point, to Dylan, when they're making their run there, they're going to kind of push there in the 4th quarter. Do you view your job as you have to stop their run, their push, their surge, whatever you want to call it?
I think it kind of just comes with the position. Goals are going to happen. It's a game of runs. It's a high-scoring game. Credit to their offense. Great players, great shooters. But it's going to happen always, and you just got to be prepared for, we always say, stop the leak. Goals are going to come. People are going to get upset, but as long as we stay together and make one save at a time, we'll be fine, especially in that 4th quarter.
Coach, this was a team that 2 weeks ago, you guys didn't win a single face-off against. Today, Kyle Stark goes 7 for 16. I mean, tell me what a difference it made to have some dependability there since he's been hurt the whole season.
Yeah, I've been biting at the bit to talk about Kyle. Kyle gave up his eligibility to play in this game. Whether we won or lost, he lost a year of eligibility, and that kid wants to continue and stay in school in this program for a lot longer than he now has eligibility to do so. So for Kyle to say, hey, to this team of brothers, of family, I'm willing to give up a year of eligibility and the chance that I can help this team, he got the game ball today, okay? There is not a shadow in my mind players around the country wouldn't do that, to put up a whole year of eligibility playing 1 game. And I told him possibly 1 or 2 face-off if it's not working. But that kid worked his tail off since he got the ACL injury, and now he's back on the field. And I got to take my hat off to Kyle Stark for what he's given to this program.
Dylan, I want to focus on you for a second. In that fourth quarter, St. A's was really ramping up their offense. They were playing desperate. What was it about your play and the play of your poles that really helped you guys prevail?
Fourth quarter, they're down. Shots are going to come. They're going to come from all out. We always say, try to bunker down, protect the middle. They're going to come, keep hands on sticks, and just keep communicating. We don't really try to change our game because it's what it got us here, and obviously we were able to hold them under 10. But it's more about just kind of staying together, and that's really important. I really can't thank my defense enough for today.
Coach, last question for you. You already alluded to the fact you're going to play Lenore Ryan next week in Philadelphia for the national championship. You played them earlier this season down there. You lost 7-3. You helped such a great team to 7 goals. What's going to be the game plan? I mean, obviously you got a week to get ready. You want to enjoy this first, but last question, what's it going to take to come out with a national title?
I think our game plan is going to be to continue working at the X, continue to work on sharing the ball, continue on bunkering down on defense, and minimizing the turnovers of a game like the national championship. And I really hope that these boys go down and enjoy that experience. That's my hope for these guys that we're going down for. I believe we can win this game, and I think having played them and being so close without some key players that now we have on our roster, it's going to be big time. That part of it is a great plus for us.
Well, Coach, Logan, Dylan, we'll see you next week. Best of luck.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Gentlemen, great effort today. Coach, can we start with your opening remarks on the effort and the game overall?
Yeah, definitely proud of the way we competed in the fourth quarter for sure. I think it was 10-5 going into the fourth, and things weren't looking great, but the guys battled, fought for ground balls, made a couple adjustments that the guys I thought did a really good job with, and they left it on the line. They poured everything into that fourth quarter for sure, and fought to the very end.
I was going to follow up on the fourth quarter and say just a little too late, but what did you like most about the fourth quarter and the adjustments that you made?
Yeah, I mean, at that point it was do or die, so we made a couple position adjustments with Jack moving to the offensive side of the ball. He's been great for us on the defensive side and transition all year, and just need a little bit of pop on the offensive side of the ball. And not sure how it would have gone had we done that the entire game, just because our depth on the defensive end. But did that. I thought we won face-offs in the fourth quarter as well. So kind of go and make it, take it there. Put 2 short stick offensive guys on the wings on face-offs, tried to put a little bit more transition. Just played with a sense of urgency. I think that was the biggest thing.
I guess for Jack, were you guys surprised about how hard they came out today?
Not at all. We knew we were going to get their best punch. Our focus was minimize the gap that we've given them the past 2 times and had to try and fight our way back. I think we did a better job with that, but we knew they were going to come out swinging. We just wanted to come out swinging harder.
You've played this team 3 times in less than a month.
Yep.
What do you think the difference is between them and you guys?
I think they got a guy in the cage that makes a huge difference for them. I think he had 17 saves again today. He had 21 the first time we played. He had 16 the second time we played. If he's not the player of the year in the country, I don't know who is. And so not only him, but then their defense is extremely tough. They're physical. They're going to make you earn everything. So when you have a goalie like that, you have a defense like that, it's challenging. And, that was part of our game plan, was just being a little bit tougher, more physical on the offensive side of the ball. And, I thought we did that in the fourth quarter. We just didn't quite do that for 4 quarters. But yeah, Dylan Renner's a stud, and it's tough to beat a guy like that. We had the face-off advantage the first 2 games and didn't quite do that until the second half today, right? So fourth quarter, part of the reason we were coming back was we were winning face-offs, getting the ball, and played with that sense of urgency. But I think I think in my 9 years I've been here, it's him or a guy from Lemoyne, I think my first year, but he's unbelievable.
All 3 games you played here, did that factor into anything at all in your mind?
No, not at all. I think our guys enjoy being on the road. I mean, it's convenient to be home, but like our guys like being in a hotel. They like practicing. They like being on the bus together. I think it's especially this time of year. Like this week was pretty special. We had no school. Guys finished up finals on Tuesday. A lot of time together. You know, like, and it's also nice when you can travel the way we've traveled this week. We don't have classes. We're able to leave early, get here at a good time, and you know, spend a little bit more time in the hotel, spend time together. So like, I don't think the crowd was a factor. I don't think being here is necessarily a factor. I just think Adelphi is a very, very good team, and we didn't do the things we needed to do to beat them.
One question left for each of you. Coach, I'll start with you. I want to go back onto the face-offs piece. I mean, it was the last game took every face-off from Adelphi this time. They have an opportunity where they're getting a little bit more of an advantage. What was the game plan coming in, and based on what you saw on the field, what really changed?
Yeah, I mean, I think they won a couple of 50-50 balls that second game. I think we didn't lose a face-off the second game. We were coming up with all those 50-50 balls in the second game. You know, our face-off guys did a great job today. There were some issues in the middle of the field with their pressure. You know, they're not winning face-offs, but I'd love to see what the stats are of how many times they get the ball back, whether that's pressure or things like that in the middle of the field. You know, and it didn't help that Craig Ianoni's been hurt since, you know, probably like a month now or something. And, you know, when he's healthy, I don't know if there's a guy as good as him in the country, to be honest with you. He was dominant all year long until he got hurt, and part of his strength is just being big and physical and fighting for ground balls in those 50-50 areas, and he just wasn't able to do that today and wasn't able to handle their pressure because of his injury, and so we had to go to a couple other guys, and you know, their pressure got to them at times, but Quinn and Evan did a great job at the face-off X as well, especially in the second half. Like I said, we started dominating there and was really key to our fourth quarter run.
Jack, my last question for you. You're a fifth year here at St. A's. I mean, you've had an opportunity to be at the NCAA tournament for quite a few of those years, and now to put a statement on it to be one step from a national championship. What can you say about your experience at St. A's, especially this final year of yours?
I think it all starts with the culture that we have on our team. It started before I got there, but every year it's gotten better and better. And every year I tell the team that this is the closest team that we've ever had, because it's true. Our culture is everyone doing everything they can to get a win. We had a lot of guys step up this year, fill in different roles. Some guys kind of accepted their role as our practice players and scout team players, which it's not always going to be the guys on the field that are getting it done, getting the wins for you. Sometimes it's the guys that are playing the scout team, preparing our defense, preparing our offense. I just think everyone on this team has a role, and everyone's very close together, and I think that's the biggest takeaway I have, is how close I am to all 55, 56 guys on this roster.
Well, gentlemen, congratulations on a great season.
Yeah.